When people see Jadeite, they focus only on colors, my friend. They see lavender, they see green, they see yellow color Jadeite. But the real value of the Jadeite is not only focus on the colors, my friend, not just on the outside layer of the Jadeite, but its internal structure, it inside the stones, my friend. So today I will tell you about the composition, internal compositions of the Jadeite and why it matters, and about how the internal structure of the Jadeite affects its color, its translucency, its durability, and much more, my friend. And let me tell you why these composition matter and it affects the value of the Jadeite. So Jadeite is a mineral that is classified in the pyroxene group. So its chemical formula is sodium aluminum silicate. So that means its building blocks are sodium, aluminum, silicon, and oxygen. So unlike gemstones such as diamonds or emeralds, that forms large crystals, Jadeite form as an aggregate. That means it is made of tiny countless crystals that grow tightly together. So this aggregate structure is one of the most important characteristics of jadeite because this aggregate structure of jadeite explains why jadeite behaves differently from other gemstones. So one jadeite forms deep underground and a high pressure, but it doesn't need extremely high temperatures. Its tiny crystals grow into each other in an interwoven patterns. So think of it like a natural fabric made of stones. So the each crystals of the jadeite suppose the others. So yeah. So this interlocking patterns of the jadeite gives the stones extraordinary toughness. So hardness of the jadeite it measures it resistant to the scratchings. The toughness is measured the resistance to breaking. So jadeite might not be the best example of the hardest gemstone. So jadeite may not be the hardest gemstone in the world, but it has decent toughness in it, my friends. That's why it can be carved into a very delicate structure and carved into bangles and uses as a jewelry. So in high quality jadeite, the dominant mineral content is jadeite itself. However, natural jadeite often contains additional minerals such as like omphite, albite, or other pyroxene related materials. So one the jadeite content is height, the crystal structure is fine and compact. The surface appears smooth and refined. When additional minerals are present in larger amounts, the texture may appear coarser. The stone may not look like smooth, it may look grainy or less translucent. So mineral purity directly influences the texture and overall quality of jadeite. The beautiful color in jadeite are created by trace minerals and trace elements. So chromium is responsible for the most value green shades, and when present in the right amount, it produces vivid, rich green tones, such as like imperial green. So iron can also create yellow, brown, or red color of jadeite, and depending on its concentration and oxidation rate. So and also manganese contributes to lavender and purple tones of the jadeite. So these elements exist in a very small quantities, yet even tiny differences can dramatically affect the appearance of the jadeite color. So the color intensity and situation and evenness all depends on how these trace element inside the crystal structure. So one of the most admired quality of jadeite is translucency. So one crystal grain are extremely fine and tightly packed. Light can pass through more evenly, and this creates a soft internal glow. If the crystals are larger or loosely arranged, light scatter irregularly, and the jade may appear dull or opaque. That's why two pieces of jade with similar color can vary different in value. So transparency enhances its color and its depth and brilliance. So natural geology may contain inclusions such as mineral veins, tiny fractures, or color streaks. So some of these features are harmless and natural, simply part of the stone's natural growth process. So other may affect the durability or visual clarity. So understanding the difference between natural inclusions and structural weakness is also important for proper evaluation of the jade. Categorized based on treatment. Type A jade is natural and treated and polished. So type B jade has been chemically treated and often filled with uh, polymer to like improve clarity. And then we have the last one, type C. So type C jade has been dyed to enhance the color. So it's not natural color, it is dyed, it has color powders in it. So that's a type C. So the internal like content changes significantly when you like treated the jade stones. So like resin fillings, the jade can alter the internal structure. Dye changes the surface appearance. So understanding these like differences of the type jade. So understanding these differences protects buyers and preserve long-term value. Yeah. So ultimately, the value of jade depends on what is inside the stone. So fine crystal structure, high jade purity, balanced trace elements, strong translucency, and natural integrity. It all combines to create exceptional pieces. So that's why jade is not value only for color; it is value for structure, composition, and formation history. Okay. So when you understand what jade contains, you begin to see it differently. So it is not just a green stone. It is complex geology, my friend. It is mineral chemistry shaped by pressure and time. So inside every fine pieces of jade is a structure that took millions of years to form, and that internal story is what gives jade its true worth and value.